Good morning, YouTube. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling great. I'm on my way to work. I'm gonna film this video because I saw somebody doing a video on the meaning of life. The meaning of life, what is it exactly? Well, every time someone not every time, of course, but usually this question is always met with something to do with religion, something to do with usually just religion in general, because in Christianity and most other religions, I'm sure, I haven't necessarily studied them excessively, but in our Christianity, we have a heaven, we have a hell. Now, whether you want to believe that those places are actual physical places, like, heaven's up in the clouds per se, and hell is, with all the fire and everything, which is how it's described in the Bible. Whether you want to believe those places are physical or not, that's beside the point, because the meaning of life isn't about death. The meaning of life is life itself, in a way, because the meaning of life to me is different than the meaning of life to you, and the meaning of life to you is different than the meaning of life to your mom, or to Sandy Sally over there. Sandy Sally, if you're watching, I'm not picking on you, I'm just saying. So the question is always, to me, usually met with some sort of religious, I'm not, either way, that's beside the point. But, what is it to you? What do you love to do in this life? What makes you happy? What gives you drive? What gives you motivation? That's the meaning of life, because the meaning of life is never death. It's happiness. It's being content with the choices that you make. And, you could dwell on the past. You could say, oh, well, I've done all these things in my past. I'm never going to recover from it. Well, guess what? You will. People don't necessarily, if they're reasonable, they won't hold on to those, those transgressions, for lack of a better term. So yeah, the meaning of life, what is it to you? I would love to know. I could go on for a long time talking about this topic, because I love, religious, conversations about religion. Just, it's very interesting to see the psychology of what people choose as what they believe, because a lot of people, see, I'm in a metal band, so that genre specifically is consumed in this ideology that God is unjust, and it's just a fallacy. Well, it's not a fallacy if you look at it from an analytical standpoint. These stories have been with our culture for a long time. I don't know how many years exactly, but the stories have been passed down from ancient civilization. That should say enough about the depth and the content of the Bible and these stories that are brought to us. They teach us morals. They teach us a lesson about life that people have learned already, with the mistakes that they made, and it's pretty impressive that they actually put it down into words, into story of, say, Cain and Abel. Like if that were to really have happened, which I'm sure it would have, someone noticed that and they said, oh, hey, that's not right. So just the very essence of the ancient people coming to the conclusion that that's not right, just that in and of itself is amazing. It's amazing. Like, the Bible is the very essence of our consciousness in a way. So I love to look at the Bible from a psychological standpoint. If you want to hear someone talk about this subject in a much more educated way, I would highly suggest listening to Jordan Peterson Biblical Series. I would highly suggest listening to anything really, just Jordan Peterson. Just go on YouTube, type in Jordan Peterson depression, anxiety, relationships, so forth. He has a lot to say. Very, very educated man. You could learn a lot from him. I know I have. He could honestly change your life because he's changed a lot of people's lives. So thank you guys for listening. If you stayed this long, I didn't intend for this to be 6 minutes, but I love talking about religion as stated before. So if you like this video, just like it. Just hit that thumbs up. That's what it's for. Comment on it, what you think. If you hate it, say that. If you love it, say that. I would love to have a conversation with you. In a way, I guess a text conversation. Or you could shoot me a video regarding this. Anyway, guys, thank you and have a wonderful day at your lives that you are living. See ya.